Hi guys, my name is Stefano and I'm a design strategist, a remote trainer and facilitator. I run my business, stefanomessori.com, but also I am the founder at Messori Marketing, that basically is a digital marketing agency that specializing on training. Now, today I want to talk to you about Replug. First of all, what is Replug? But basically, in few words, Replug is an all-in-one link management tool for branded URL shortening. So it means that you can shorten and brand your URL. And this is the user case that I want to show you today. But also, the Replug enables you to add retargeting pixel to your links, and that is very important for those of you that use social media heavily. Also, you can add call to action to every link that you share, even if it is not your link. And the last addition that have been brought to this platform is that you can create beautiful bio landing pages. Now, the Replug feature that I want to share with you today is only one out of the whole toolkit that Replug offers us. Now, the one that I use the most, in fact, is creating very cool and branded shortened link for my blog post. So I want to show you a real case example on how I use this feature. Well, you can see that I'm trying here to optimize my link for search engine. Now, what happened is that this link is quite too long to share on my social media. So for example, this was an online webinar and I shared the recording on YouTube. What happened? In YouTube, I'm not going to place the long URL, but rather I use Replug to shorten the long URL into www.stefano.tips. That is my branded domain name that I use through Replug, and then I use just a few keywords that are summarizing what you see in this specific webinar. Now, in this case is a design thinking webinar, so design thinking social webinar. Now, if you press that, obviously will bring you to my blog post. Another feature that is very handy to use is that you can use Replug for your most important link. So for example, this one is the link that I've created to Replug that points to book.stefanomessori.com/light/intro chat. Obviously, this URL is not elegant, is too long, is branded, but is not as cool as stefano.tips/let's talk. Now, another point that I want to make here that is very important is that you might want to change along the way, you might not, but you might be forced to change this URL. And let's say that you have 200 videos on YouTube. Rather than going through each YouTube video, what Replug offers you to do is changing where this URL is pointing to, and by changing that into Replug, you change all the links on your YouTube video, and that I found that super cool feature. Now, the last feature that I want to show you, otherwise this video gets in way too long, is for me is very important to know how my link are performing, and you can select the statistic by brand. You can create different brands on Replug depending on the plan that you have. Now, each brand enables you not only to look at the statistics overall about the brand, but also each specific link that you share. Now, the first thing that you can see, okay, which browser are the user using? Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Obviously, Chrome, in my case, is the one that has the most use. Could be relevant. Are they using Windows, Macintosh, iOS in order to visit your link? Third, for me, it's very important to know where are my user based, and obviously United States here is the biggest one. Now, I wouldn't know that France could be the second one. And this is another important metrics that regard the source or the referrer. The way that I use in my link, I knew that YouTube was the most important source of link. But didn't know that the second one was Twitter. Then we have Replug, LinkedIn, Stefano Tips, and so forth and so forward. So I think this gives you kind of an idea on how you can use Replug. Now, obviously, there are the other feature that I didn't mention here, but this is the one that I use the most. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Stay tuned.